Nexsan as well as cStor. So just to let you know kind of how the flow of this is going to go, I'm going to go through some overview on the technology itself on both the Nexsan and the CommVault side, and then get into some discussions on how this solution has been able to help out thousands of other clients with their data management needs. And so CommVault and Nexsan, really, we partnered up to deliver value in a managed storage infrastructure. So looking at simplicity, flexibility, meeting easy, efficient enterprise class for the most economical, high performance, and complete data management solution, which of course does include backup and recovery, which is extremely important topic right now. Our partnership offers, everything from SMB, mid-market, as well as enterprise organizations, the best value in managed service infrastructure. So the strength, simplicity, and flexibility of CommVault and their Sympana product integrated in with the highly reliable Nexsan storage provides a high-performance turnkey solution for data management and backup and recovery at ultimately the most economical price point. So we've together helped SMB, mid-size, and large organizations significantly reduce IT and energy expenses while enjoying increased reliability and reduced overall system risk from the infrastructure perspective to help facilitate some of that business growth. Okay, I'm having some issues. Hey, Brian, can you go? Okay, there we go. So looking at Nexsan and who we are, we really deliver flexible, efficient storage systems with our unified hybrid storage, which is going to give you truly unified, meaning fiber channel, iSCSI, and NAS protocols with the scalability and flexibility that organizations need. These systems will actually scale up to 5 petabytes. And then with looking at what predominantly is paired with Sympana for a complete solution is going to be our E-Series. So our E-Series is block SAN, very dense, highly reliable, giving you the best in class TCO. Oops. And so looking at kind of the application needs, where Nexsan fits well, and what we solve. You'll see here really going to focus a lot today on the backup recovery and business continuity side. And as I mentioned before, when we talk about every organization from small SMB with small IT staffs to large enterprise, this is where you see differentiation as well from Nexsan's perspective, which is in our different models. So we have everything from a 2U 18-bay system up to a highly dense 4U 60-bay chassis. And with now 6 terabyte drives being released, you have 360 terabytes in a 4U chassis, which is just incredible. And then also giving you the best-in-class reliability. So as you look at maybe some smaller offices, smaller organizations, really it's designed to be very easy to use, easy to manage, easy to service. And these are, of course, going to be block only, iSCSI and fiber channel. So it's looking at our VT. This happens to be an E48 or an E60, where they're both going to be, again, a 4U form factor. But some of the things that differentiate Nexsan, where really hardware matters, and it's not just a dumb storage unit, is in some of the patented technology that we've created over 14 years of being in business. And one of those that you'll see right in front is our active drawer technology. So customers love this. This is one of the features that I would say we get the most compliments on, is being able to easily service a unit if, let's say, you have a failed drive, by sliding the drawer out and patented technology and ribbing cabling in the back end that allows that drawer to just pull out like a filing cabinet and then push it right back in. So while the system stays up and running, very important no downtime. Everything on the system is fully redundant, hot swappable, so again, very easy to service. We have our anti-vibration dampening, which we call, where what we do is we actually counter mount the drives in the chassis so they spin in opposite directions. That's our anti-vibration design. That's what also helps us achieve the highest level of reliability in the industry. And speaking to that point, if you look at across the board, the drive failure rates are usually right around 3%. Okay, and if you look at Nexsan, where we monitor every single drive that gets shipped out in a system worldwide, which that's over 38,000 systems, and our 4 terabyte drives are tracking at 1/64th of 1%, which is just incredible. Our 3 terabyte drives were actually 0.3 of 1%, so still by far the leader in drive failure rates, and that's important when you start talking about and start looking at rebuild times. One of the other benefits to where really hardware matters in the case of Nexsan is our AutoMAID technology. So this technology is designed to have really 5 different levels for data that's not frequently accessed. So that's going to be your backup data. It's going to be your archive long-term retention data, where we're able to eliminate and lower, I shouldn't say eliminate, but lower the power and cooling consumption of those drives. So we actually have patented technology working with the manufacturers to do various things to the drive itself, where we even park the heads, stop the mechanics, where we're able to see up to 87% savings in power and cooling. Fermi Labs, for example, they did a test 2 years ago, and they have petabytes of Nexsan gear, and they found out that by using AutoMAID, they were able to save just in heating and cooling over $1 million in 1 year. So huge benefit, and that's optional. So it comes with the system, but that's where you can also provide great value. Real quick, I'll just touch upon a success story before I get into the value of CommVault and Simpana, but Shamrock Foods. So here's a company that's local. CommVault, Nexsan, and cStor worked with Shamrock Foods just back in Q2, so April-May timeframe, where they're a manufacturer and distributor of quality foods and food-related products, where what we were able to do was implement a CommVault Nexsan solution where they're running multiple E48 systems and also an E18 at a remote site, as they were looking to consolidate data centers. And so how can they increase operational efficiency? And that's with the granular and robust feature set of CommVault. And then they're also utilizing the dedupe replication of CommVault to send data to their DR site as they're consolidating data centers. And you'll see Dan Beeler here. His comment was, after much due diligence, we decided to go with the best of breed for both software and hardware. And they feel like they made the right decision. Everything's been running extremely smooth for them. So great success story that we had recent just in the last 4 months. So our NST Unified Hybrid, we actually utilize the same E-Series as the underlying storage, and this is a unified head that will just sit on top. But if you do need any NAS capability, that's how we're able to achieve that. Okay, I'm going to skip through those and go through to value of CommVault before we get into our discussion of our complete solution. But when you look at CommVault's vision and the needs of enterprise connecting to the enterprise, you see, of course, virtualization, cloud computing is huge right now. All organizations are looking at how can they reduce costs and operational efficiency. And as I mentioned, just with Shamrock Foods, we're seeing more and more data center consolidations. And maybe that's because of the cloud. That's various factors there, but that's where CommVault really provides huge value, along with their e-discovery and records retention for long-term archive. You get the reporting and analytics, and then big data. So a lot of value here with CommVault and their software set. So if you take a look at, really why CommVault, why Sympana, and look at kind of legacy approaches, now more and more there's less and less tape out there, but still, somewhat prevalent. But when you look at the various vendors out there with, Tivoli or Legato, Avamar Data Domain, and you look at what are they really good at, typically they're going to play into one or two spaces. Maybe it's backup and recovery, or maybe it's, with data reduction, dedupe, right? And then just shows you the value of what you get with a complete turnkey solution where you have your backup and recovery. It's really all about data management here. So you get the deduplication, your replication, so now you can have DR site and really reduce your overall TCO for storage, as Larry touched upon earlier. And only software set that is going to be able to provide you with everything. And it's all in a common platform. So we talked about the analytics. We talked about all your backup and recovery, replication archive. Again, just a common platform where data management from Sympana, you'll get, again, from that side, everything that you need to reduce operational cost there. And so when you look at, why the partnership and really what the combined value is here, we together, meet the increasing demands of businesses and efficiency, where combining, as I mentioned before, kind of the best of both breeds of software and hardware. That's how we're able to deliver the most efficient storage infrastructure out there. Sympana storage management software really has long been known as a revolutionary technology that improves operational efficiency and agility, which we talked about, but also reducing the storage costs. So that's extremely important as data continues to grow. How do we reduce that storage cost and lower the cost per terabyte? Nexsan, of course, has also delivered highly efficient, reliable technology from the beginning and known as, very easy to use, easy to manage, easy to service, but then giving you the density and low power consumption, while also providing enterprise-class performance and reliability with leading cost per terabyte. So when you look at combining this to have a data management solution, the benefits are there. And we really agree on a solving forward type of philosophy where we solve today's challenges without limiting the solutions of the future. So as more and more feature sets are released through CommVault to really meet the objective of kind of a holistic and singular approach to data management, it also transforms the way companies organize, protect, and access information and deliver that economic value. And that all these benefits from Sympana are just simply multiplied by Nexsan storage, as again with a lot of the reliability and patented technology, including AutoMAID, that's where the hardware does matter. So then when you start looking and rolling this out, the deduplication, I think, is really another huge advantage, where it's a significant area for savings with dedupe and how CommVault does their deduplication. So it's really true in clustered and grid computing environments where the consolidation and virtualization occurs, and data is highly redundant and costly to store. So storage admins are replicating data as part of their protection strategy. However, the result is mass deduplication. So it leads to a lot of cost inefficiencies and capital expense and more hardware being required, which is great for a hardware company like Nexsan. But as Larry touched upon, we're really trying to help our collective customer base lower their storage costs and be more efficient. And that's where CommVault and Nexsan together provide that value. When you look at also Simpana's just backup and recovery software, it's going to be foundation of just a data management solution. So that's how we're able to lessen the backup windows, but provide you with that protection that is required to have superior performance and reliability, but also the peace of mind at a great price. And I know I touched upon the data replication, but going back to a couple other case studies where customers looking at various other solutions and just looking for one system, right? What we were able to do with CommVault and Nexsan is actually provide a 2-for-1. So with the value of CommVault software and all the deduplication, lowering storage needs, the replication, the full software suite, and utilizing Nexsan software or Nexsan's hardware, we're able to give them, instead of one system, also provide them with a DR site that they didn't have before, where they get 2 systems. Software is handling all of the management, replication, deduplication for a lower cost than one other system from one of the large vendors. But I think that's where a lot of value can be placed in Nexsan and CommVault. And so I know now we're coming up to the last few minutes, so I'll go ahead and hand it back over to you, Larry or Julie.